Alright, you feeling good? You feeling alright?
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright, let's go and get ready to do this. Yeah, late ill kid at OneYoungsta holding it down, bringing that street geek and nerd soul. What is up, my people? Today, all year, coming with another wonderful episode of, that's right, you best believe it, Loungin. We made it another Friday. Beautiful faces. I see y'all beautiful, awesome faces. Big shout out to Marquise Collins. Big shout out to Little Miss Chocolate. It's great to see you. I'm glad you're here. So, since we made it another week, we're gonna try to make this a short show. All right, we'll try to make this a short show. Short show. It's a Friday evening, Friday afternoon, whatever. Friday afternoon, evening, Saturday morning, wherever you living at.
With all the shenanigans that we got to talk about.
I'm just trying to, if I say it's going to be a short show, then people be like, word, you know what I'm saying? Get in and get out. Lady Lisa, say hey.
Hey, y'all.
Shout out to Sandra Thomas. What up? I did want to give you guys a big announcement that I'm excited for right now on the channel. You can check out after we finish going live, unless you already checked it out. Black Together, A Walk in Her Shoes is finally on the channel.
Yep.
I will let Lisa describe to you what it is, but I'm so excited that it's here and it's dope.
Okay, so Black Together, A Walk in Her Shoes is a podcast that I am doing along with my sister cousin, Kim. And it's just two black women talking about black women's issues, or not specifically black women's issues all the times, but issues going on, different topics from a black woman's point of view. Word. So, two out of millions of, black women giving our 2 cents. So, yeah.
Cool. This week you're talking about what? Politics?
Yes, we talked about the influence of the black female vote.
Word.
Yep.
Well, see y'all, look, I need to check it out. It's on the channel right now. Loaded up, about an hour or so ago?
About 3 hours ago.
3 hours ago, maybe.
Yep.
Yeah, check it out. It's worth your time. But now, let's get into the show. Lisa, what we got?
Okay. So, to start off with the shenanigans, an ex-cop says Atlanta police worked with land developers to arrest and evict black residents. After finding out the Atlanta Police Department was working with local building developers to arrest and evict black residents, a white Atlanta police officer decided to give up his job, according to Mother Jones. The 49-year-old ex-Atlanta police officer Tom Gisler was employed with the department from April 2017 until July of this year.
So that means that this is mad recent.
Yeah.
This ain't somebody who left the force 30 years ago.
Yeah.
This is information from like yesterday.
Yeah. He told Mother Jones that he left his position because he didn't want to help gentrify the area by arresting black tenants in the area. Mm-hmm. In the article, Gisler says that after gaining a premier spot on the day shift, he was assigned to a beat in Bedford Pines. According to him, he was instructed to police the area and was given strict instructions on how to do so. Quote, "We really want you to start policing this section of Boulevard and Ponce de Leon Avenue, basically the Bedford Pines apartments," Gisler recalled. "We think there are dope boys in there. We think there's a lot of illegal activity happening, and we want to really focus there. So we're going to put up signs that say you can't park on the street. I want you to go and write tickets on every single car that's on the street, and I want you to get those cars out of there. If they don't move, tow them. I want you to start running checks on everybody standing on the street. If they've got warrants, I want you to lock them up." Because he wasn't used to such strict policing, he decided to do some investigative work on his own time.
Investigating the investigators.
See, this is when nosy white people come in handy. I'm just saying. Okay. He said, quote, "It made me very curious. So on my own time, I live in Atlanta. I live in the zone I policed, which is super rare. I drove over there and had a conversation with some people. I was like, hey, this is what I'm being asked to do. Why do you think that is? What's going on?" He stated that a homeowner in the area was very direct when speaking to him. He was told that the guys who owned Bedford Pines received their tax bill last year and that their taxes were assessed based on all the gentrification that's happening in the area. And so they wanted to move everybody out of these apartments and knock them down and rebuild these nice, expensive apartments. And the government said no.
So, if the government said we can't do it, we know what we can do.
So, the guys who own Bedford Pines approached the police department and said, "We want you to police in here, and we're going to give you a section of Bedford Pines to actually have office space. And I want you to lock up as many people as possible so we can make these apartments vacant and we can knock them down."
If you didn't believe that the police are essentially just a bunch of hired guns, this is yet another, and this isn't the only time that this has happened. This is just in recent times in Atlanta, because there's a lot of people saying, hey, Atlanta ain't the same Atlanta that it used to be. And you want to know why? Because private citizens can go holler at the police and say, hey, we need you to get these black folks up out of here, and we'll build you an office of your own. If you just get everybody, if you just get all of them out of here for us. That's why, because they went to the government, they went to, I guess, local city government, whatever. They were like, nah, man, can't do that. And so they was like, but we know the police are dirty.
Yeah, because for you to approach them like that, you have to already know.
Yo, it's a whole system. And even when the government says, even when the government actually helped out, the government was like, nah, man, you can't do that. They said, but guess what? The police will do it. You want to know why? Because the police department is already rife with racism. They already hate black people in most cases as a general rule and energy. So what we're going to do is give them the opportunity to be what they are. And we'll give them an office. We'll throw that in. Wow. And they wonder why Atlanta ain't the same. Because a private citizen can just be like, hey man, lock up as many black people as you want. I'm going to build you an office. They be like, all right, word. We got you.
And it says a lot about this man who just went ahead and quit and was like, you know what? I'm not doing this to these people. I'm done. He was on the job for, he said he'd been there since 2017. So, I mean, that's a really short time, but I'm guessing, he didn't say, but I'm guessing this was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back. I could be wrong, but,
Or was he only in the force that long, or was he on that beat for that long?
It sounded like, let me go back.
Oh, well, either way,
No, he was with the department from April 2017 until July. So
wow.
I'm guessing it was probably some other stuff where it was like,
Yeah. So that,
I don't know.
That itself, those allegations are damning allegations.
Yeah.
And normally you'd see a whole bunch of hubbub about these type of allegations.
Yeah.
But no, we don't see no national story about this.
But I do like that he came out with it because, it's one thing to just quit and remain quiet because then it allows it to continue. But it's another thing to come out and say something. So, people are going to investigate. People are going to ask questions, that kind of thing. And so
hopefully,
well,
if enough dust gets kicked up about it. Hopefully. Yeah. But, look, people, this is why. This is why you can't win. Because even when the local government says, hey, man, you can't do that, the police will still get behind some private citizen because the general energy around policing is extremely, extremely anti-black. So, it's not surprising, but it's a good example that like this has not stopped. It's not something that happened like a long time ago. The powers in place that keep you away from housing or lock you out of housing or how gentrification works comes from much higher hands than you think sometimes. Even you're like, yo, the government is, they said no. So that's the end of it, right? Nah, because land developers have what you want to call money. Yo, hey. No, what? This ain't the NERDSoulite show. No, what you talking about? You see what happens? You see this? Do you see this? Do you want a NERDSoulite in your home? Do you see this?
Of course they do.
Of course they do.
Everybody wants a NERDSoulite.
But anyway, you see this? This is what should be happening to people in the streets about the Atlanta police. Under Keisha Bottoms, right? That's under Keisha Bottoms, correct?
Yeah.
Under Just Go Home. Under her. That's your girl. So
Mikey.
You can't be doing that.
No, Mikey.
Nah, you can't. You ain't ready for prime time right there. You ain't. Nah. So
cut my mic.
So with that said, the interesting thing about Keisha Bottoms is that we've seen stuff like this recently, and now see that there's even a longer history of this kind of mess up under her and how long it's been going on. And it's not that it's frustrating, because you're not surprised by it, but it is just like, here we go again. You know what I'm saying, kind of thing. And the most small or the most basic infraction can be used to try to get you locked up, get you out of there. You know what I'm saying? So of course, because I'm pretty sure what they'll do is say, oh, well, they're not keeping up the area and they're not making rent and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, oh, I'm not making rent because I got locked up because my car was parked somewhere, or kind of push people to move out because you're already always getting towed, this, that, and the third. And trust me, when they build up the new area and put that new apartment building in there, those no parking signs will automatically disappear. It'll be magic. You'll be like, oh snap, what happened to the no parking signs? And Lisa and I from Richmond, you remember Church Hill. A while back, Church Hill is an area in Richmond that, it was a rougher area. And I remember, maybe like 07, 08, anyone from Richmond, VA, you can check me on the time, but 07-ish, something like that. I remember seeing all of these street signs going up saying zero tolerance. And I was like, oh boy, zero tolerance. And Church Hill is an area where you got some working class black people, and you also got some hood stuff. But now, years and years after that zero tolerance policy, now you got Karen and Becky walking their poodles down the street at 10 and 11 p.m. And I was like, oh, what? When I went back home, I was like, oh, really though? I was extremely surprised to see that. So, it's just another example that we got to stay focused on, something else that we got to continue to follow up on, to find the names behind these people, to find the stuff behind these folks, and continue to protest, continue to push, continue to, do everything that we can to stay up in their face and continue to stop the dumb stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't just live in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? You can't just live in Atlanta. Nah, because they're going to try to kick you out when you ain't doing nothing. Notice, in this article that you read, did it say that, oh man, it was crazy how mean the residents were or something like that? Did it say anything about that? No. they were parking their cars on the sidewalk and not on the street or something. Did it say that?
Nope.
No. Law-abiding black citizens just kicking it, minding their business. So we'll follow up on it. Hopefully people in Atlanta will follow up on this and continue to, you know what I'm saying, call this mess out, stand up in front of it, speak truth to power, because it's just another fight. You can't even live and just be chilling no more. I can see if that particular building was like crazy. You know what I'm saying? And it was always cats wilding and stuff. But no, it's just regular people. It was like, we want that space for us.
Yeah.
So let's try to lock up as many
by
as we
any
can.
means necessary.
Try to lock them up or try to drive them away.
Yeah.
And then we'll have it.
Ooh.
So, we'll, shouts to Scott Gray. But yeah, come on, man. Just another thing we got to work with. But the big story for today, our top story, case Mr. That's the American way.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Unfortunately.
It is.
Top story tonight, though, Ice Cube.
No, I thought you were going to talk about
What?
Puffy. What about Puff?
That's not the top story. We can get the Puff.
See, you couldn't
Puffy's
wait.
party.
You couldn't wait.
Puffy party. You know what? You know what? Let's do Puffy's party.
Let's go and get it out the way.
Puffy got a party, y'all. All right, now, I know you're probably going to say, Puffy's party? Well, what do you mean? What do you mean by Puffy's party? Well, earlier today, Puff Daddy, that's right, the one and only, Sean Diddy Combs, P. Daddy.
Dancing all in your videos.
Dancing all in the videos, all in the song. He posted up and said, I'm launching one of the boldest things I've ever launched. I'm launching a black political party with some young black elected officials and activists. It's called Our Black Party. It doesn't matter if you're a Republican or Democrat. See, how does it end? Oh, it doesn't matter if you're a Republican or Democrat. The mission is to create a platform to help advance a political agenda that addresses the needs of black people. So going forward, we aren't in the same position we are in today. And there's a longer thread where he, talks about politics and things of that nature. And if you follow over to ourblackparty.org, it says, Our Black Party exists to advance a political agenda that addresses the needs of black people. We envision an America where black people are liberated and participate freely in the political, economic, and social systems that work together for our benefit. We will power the black political agenda by developing a coalition of people and organizations committed to building black political power and fiercely advocating for radical change that dramatically improves the quality of life for black people in America. Together, we will expand our revolutionary fight nationwide. That sounds great, y'all.
I mean, it does. It actually honestly does.
That sounds great, y'all.
You and I have talked several times where you said there needs to be a third party for for the people where we can elect our candidates that we back, that we know are for us. So he has the power to do it.
I've been saying this for a long time.
He has the power to do it.
We need to run our own candidates. That's how they do. You can look, it's been documented. There's been even like dramatic movies made about it. People will come to these kids in college or fresh out of college and be like, look, we want you to run for city government. We want you to be the senator. We want you blah, blah, blah. And they will group. Why can't we do that? Now, I know there's some people in the chat right now. Little Miss Chocolate says, I can't with this dude. This is the new hustle. We can't be fooled. That's why I was saying I know it's Puff Daddy. And I know he got money. I know he's popular. But remember Vote or Die? Oh, we forgot. We forgot about Vote or Die. How important Vote or Die was. He was out there. It was Vote or Die for a second. Guess ain't nobody dead yet. But Vote or Die. Now I'll say this. I'll say this. There's nothing wrong with him particularly trying. But when it comes to Puffy, it does seem hustle-ish. It seems like, because Puff ain't care about nobody. Puff ain't care about no black advancement in his life until like the last year or so. Now all of a sudden he in them streets. He care about blackness. He care about black advancement. Like, I mean, and not to dog him out. Look, you do your thing, but nobody really cared about the black plight. Now all of a sudden, except, there's rappers here or there, but when it came to Puff, he never rang any revolutionary bells. He never really rang any political or activism bells, but people do change. I'm here to say, oh man. And Little Miss Chocolate says, Malcolm X told us about these black celebrities. We can't trust this. I don't want to tear a black man down. I don't want to tear a black man down in public. You know what I'm saying? I am worried that this may be a hustle. I am worried that this may be a ploy to get, campaign funds or mess around with donation dollars or, get the woke economy kind of thing going. Me? Oh, all right, cool. Or get the economy going or something. But here's the thing. Puff has put himself in this position, right? So Puff gonna have to do the work. All right? Puff gonna have to do the work. If he says this, we need to hold his feet to the fire. Do we need people with the platform that he has saying the things that he's saying? Yes. But we need the action behind it. So I'd say, look, you talking that mess, cool. We need to see some action. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here. I'm not going to tear him down immediately. He just came out. I'm going to try to stay, positive-ish. You know what I'm saying? Show me. That's all I'm saying. Show me, who are you working with? Who's the coalition? What do y'all have up on the docket? What are y'all doing right now? What are y'all planning on doing? Where are y'all at? How are you getting things pushed through? How are you planning to get things pushed through? That's where I'm at. Because if you raising this money and you erasing black folks' debt, nationwide and stuff, and if you doing stuff to put money in the hands of people in the streets, cool. If you're doing things to get, police defunded, get rid of qualified immunity, great, cool. I just need to see it. That's all I'll say. I'll leave it at that. I just need to see it. It reads well. It sounds cool, but it is Puff. So I'm gonna need to see it. You know what I'm saying? This the man that the Locks had to basically do something illegal to get off a Bad Boy. This is the man that still got Mace's Publishing, apparently. So it's like, it was always some funny stuff about Biggie Smalls publishing and stuff. So look, it sounds great. I'm down for it. We need more black celebrities to stand up and be for real. And not like what Malcolm X has told us about black celebrities. Malcolm X has also told us about the white liberal. But I'm willing to give this a shot. Let's see where they go. Wait, what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do? Cause it worries me that this might be one of those things that's kind of like hot right now, and then next year this time we'll be like, yo, what happened to our black party? like what went on? What happened? So Sandra Thomas said, if he's really about black people, he would give the money to Claude Anderson. It is a hustle for himself.
Anderson.
Huh?
Anderson?
I think it's Claude Anderson. I think that's what you were saying. I think. but Dr. Claude Anderson. It's a hustle for himself. Do not trust entertainers or sports stars. Then following up, responding to Little Miss Chocolate saying, I agree, don't trust no celebrity and sports stars. In that case, I don't know if I say don't trust them, because every sports star isn't, every celebrity and sports star isn't about the bull. You know what I'm saying? So I can't put it on all of them. It's not a good look when a lot of them do be on some BS, but you know, I can't put it on all of them. You know what I'm saying? I'll say that. I can't put it on all of them. I'll say this: talk a good game. Let me see the work. I just want to see the work. You know what I'm saying? That would be like, all right. So you guys are watching NERDSoul right now, right? So imagine if I posted up on Twitter or something, and I was like, yo, man, I'm putting out videos, and you come to my website and you don't see no videos. And I'd be like, man, I'm putting out videos every day. I got videos coming. Oh, videos on the way. We working on videos. And you'd be like, yo, man, it's been a week or two. We ain't seen no videos. Where the videos at? All I'm saying is I just want to see the work. Now, you come to my site, you see the work. You come to YouTube, you see the work. You see it's live streams almost every day. You see uploads and stuff. You see gameplay. And you see, you know what I'm saying, hip-hop discussion and stuff. You see things. So, you know, I'm just saying, let's see the work. Oh, man. And Marquise Collins said, reparations? P. Diddy? Yo, honestly, oh yeah, President West or P. Diddy party, if it ever happened. You know what I'm saying? You got the birthday party and you got the black party. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we got right now. That's it. But I would say, if they're willing to do the work, what we really need to push for is that I want that qualified immunity gone. I want these police punished just actually more stringently than citizens are punished, because this is their job. They take an oath for that mess. You know what I'm saying? Let some doctor do some malpractice. They ain't gonna be able to doctor no more. You know what I'm saying? Watch a lawyer get disbarred. They ain't gonna be able to practice law no more. So it's like, you know, I want penalties. I want punishment. I want qualified immunity gone. When these big settlements come, I want the settlements to come from the pension funds of police, not from tax dollars of people. Yeah. And we want reparations. Y'all got the money, so we want them. That's what I want. Give us the money. We know what we're doing. Don't be like, oh, we're gonna give money to a minority-owned business. Nah, nope, because that's not black only. Minorities were not enslaved and created the financial structure for which this country is built upon. Black people did that. Now, later on, there were other minorities that contributed here or there because of the American government's shady policies. But that's their beef with the government. Our beef with the government is reparations for slavery. That's what we want. And I guess, you know, subsequent Jim Crow and all that other stuff. And then we also want this stuff to stop. So, but yeah, Puff Daddy, look, hey, show me what you got. Show me what you got. show me what you gonna do. Show me who you working with. Show me what you doing out in the street. How you helping people right now, and I'm willing to roll with you.
Just don't do a rap video for your ad campaigns, please.
Just don't. You know, if it's gonna be a rap video, don't make it whack. You know what I'm
don't do a rap video for your.
I don't mind a dope song.
Nope.
I don't mind a good song.
If Mary J. Blige can't sing and dance on a platform for Burger King, then he can't dance and perform.
Musicians have always represented the times. Well, no, not always, because there's not a lot of music about what's going on in the streets at this moment, but musicians usually represent the times. You know what I'm saying? So if Puff came out with a song like a little jam, a modest jam.
No, I said in his ad campaigns. You see the ad campaigns, I don't want him coming out with glitter and strobe lights
and chicken
and a shiny jacket. No.
All right, okay.
Just saying.
Okay. Jenna James, you are on the wrong show. You know good and well you ain't supposed to bring that up. But yes, I heard about that news, and I will be talking about it tomorrow. Because I got to dig deeper. I saw the headline, but I need to dig deeper and make sure the headline matches what's really happening. And yes, so I saw that news. Shouts out to Michael B. Jordan if it's all real. So the real story of today.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
Ice cubicles.
Yeah.
He's in some hot water. I've been waiting to do that. No, I'm just playing. Look, all right, so here's the deal. Black Twitter's mad at Ice Cube. There's a whole bunch of people throwing around stuff, and most of it is loud and wrong. Okay, so to catch y'all up real quick, most recently, Ice Cube was trending. And there was a whole bunch of people saying, oh, Ice Cube is working with Donald Trump, and he helped them make the platinum plan and all this stuff. And, well, yeah, it's false. That actually didn't happen. And for anyone who, like, clicked 2 links and read more than 30 seconds would have found that. But I guess, you know, the story isn't, hey, Donald Trump is lying on Ice Cube just like he lied on Dr. Fauci. The better story is, Ice Cube's a sellout. So here's what went down. Ice Cube made a plan called the Contract with Black America. And it was a plan, Contract with Black America, basically outlining a lot of things that he and people that he worked with are like, yo, this is what Black America wants, and they need, if you want our vote. If you want our vote, this is what you're going to have to do. These are the things that you're going to have to give up. These are the things that you're going to have to provide to the Black American
Well, I don't
community.
know if it was even saying if you want our vote. It was just saying this is what you need to do, period.
Well, okay. I was under the impression that was more about if you want our support, this is what you got to do for us.
Yeah, I don't think it was even that, because I don't think Ice Cube ever intended to support Trump. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
And like you said, he's not advocating either. Either candidate.
Not saying that it advocates, but just saying like you up in here talking about you want the black vote so bad. This is what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, he put that out, and the Donald Trump, pretty much administration said, "Oh, okay, there's some cool stuff on this." You know what I'm saying? Can we use some of it in our platinum plan? Ice Cube says, "Sure, use what you want. Go ahead." You know what I'm saying? The more stuff you use, the better it'll be if you put it in your policies. That was the extent of it. He ain't never worked with Trump. He ain't never met with Trump. He ain't met with Trump's people. He won't over there writing lines for them and stuff. None of that. So none of this stuff happened that people are alleging all over the place. Even to the point where we got fools. There's going to be some people that I call out as fools. Unfortunately, let me know when you back up, because I didn't even know that was off. So, unfortunately, we got some fools out there that are quick to say, oh, well, you know, I know the real deal about what happened. I know what's going on in these streets. I know everything about Ice Cube. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. And
I'm sorry, I was dealing with something else. I don't know if you said this or not, but, Ice Cube just pretty much said, look, I work with other people and we put this out. And we said, whoever wants to grab onto this, cool. If the Democrats want to, if the Republicans want to, whatever. He's like, whoever can get it done, we don't care. And he said, Democratic side never got back to him. Biden's party never got back to him. Trump's party did. And he said he spoke with some of Trump's people. They had questions and asked if they could actually, put some of his points from his plan into theirs. He said, fine, cool, go for it. So he says that's the extent of that. It wasn't that he went and sought them out and said, hey, I want to work with Trump. He just put it out and was like, whoever wants to grab it, whoever can get it done, I don't care. Just get it done.
Yeah. And of course, the Trump campaign needing some juice, figured, oh, we'll just throw his name up in it like we down with him like that. And of course, unfortunately, Black Twitter bit the bait, and they bit that bait for real. And so that's where we're at. We're at a place where it's like, okay, now he has to come and defend himself on something that he never did. But here's what gets worse. You have situations, and shouts to Thought Crimes for retweeting this, but D.L. Hughley had the nerve to tweet out some from Politico saying the inside story of how Ice Cube joined forces with Donald Trump. That's a full slide. A full slide. Dude, Ice Cube in one way or another has been either fighting against or speaking against in his music the system that oppresses Black people for years. What? America's Most Wanted just turned 25 or something like that? Like, he's been doing this for a long time. All of a sudden, he just turned sucker? Really? So anyway, D.L. Hughley did this. D.L. Hughley telling y'all some of these fools is fools. So Ice Cube was like, join forces. Stop pushing these BS headlines. Then Thought Crimes, shout to Thought Crimes, Prince of Sin, much love to y'all. They even said, Hughley, you should know better. He made a proposal request to both parties. Shut up. And let's see. I don't know why or what just happened, but let me see. Are you guys? See, hold on. My brother was.
Is he frozen to you guys?
Let me see, because it's coming out frozen, and we gonna see if hold on. We got y'all, but y'all can hear me, right? Y'all can hear me. Y'all good? Put up a number one if y'all can hear me, so I can keep rolling with the. All right, let me see if. All right, cool. So y'all can hear me. Y'all are good.
Yeah, they said they can hear.
All right, cool.
So let's talk about Roland Martin.
Yeah, I'm about to get there. I'm about to get there in just a second. So basically, Roland Martin, you know him. You know Roland Martin. We all know him. We know how he gets down. And for a long time, Roland Martin has been funny style. So it wouldn't be out of the ordinary. It wouldn't be out of the ordinary to this is the thing that kills me. D.L. Hughley is supposed to be the smart Black man that's all about news. He's making his bones about news. He's out there politically commentating everything. I should not be the one that did more work than D.L. Hughley. D.L. Hughley's whole job is this. I have a whole extra 9 to 5 that I have to do with this. How did I have more? How am I? I should not be more, politically adept than he is. But fool number 2. Thank you, Marquise. We apologize. Look, got Hughley and Roland Martin out here trying to stop me. So Roland Martin been funny style for a long time. Roland Martin is one of those bougie-fied Black people that think that only rich Black people are the worthy Black people, and only if you're Black like this are you really Black. It's the same kind of NAACP bouginess that you see in many cases. So he had Ice Cube on his show today. In the whole interview, you get this energy that Roland Martin doesn't like Ice Cube.
Or doesn't, I don't want to say doesn't like Ice Cube. We don't know.
Like what's going on right now.
Right.
So Roland Martin is on the fence with being combative with him, but he's not really going at him.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, do you know what's in the Platinum Plan? It ain't his job to know what's in the Platinum Plan. I don't care what's in the Platinum Plan. I made the contract with Black America. That's what I'm here. I don't know about no Platinum Plan, and I'm not interested in it. So, furthermore, after pushing him, homie brings on Alicia Garza. So, if you don't know Alicia Garza, I never knew her. Alicia Garza is a young lady that's an activist, and she made up her. She has like a similar thing to like contract with Black America. She has like a 10-point plan or something like that, like a plan for Black people that she wants for the Black community, right? So, the Black Boule, the same thing, pretty much the same group. So Alicia Garza. Before she comes on, Roland Martin is teeing her and her plans and everything up, saying that, there was this CBC or I think it's CBC, that they got passed. And I'm like, no, they didn't.
Yeah.
So we find out Roland Martin is full lying on his show, talking about, oh, they passed the House, but they didn't pass the Senate. Then it didn't pass. Even Ice Cube said, well, when it really gets passed, then it'll be passed, but it's not passed. We can't say it's passed, not passed. And basically, he brings up the other plan to basically say, like, oh, well, Ice Cube, we don't need your plan. There's already other plans in place. There's already other people doing what you're doing. So if you follow that line of logic, the idea for Roland Martin is, well, if we got one activist, why we need any other activists?
Right.
One is good enough. Why we need multiple protesters? We already got one protest. Get out of the way. So, go ahead, because
going to the sister Alicia Garza, because I was tripping on her. First thing she does is she asks Ice Cube if he believes that Black Lives Matter is a
terrorist
organization, and I'm like,
why would you even?
You ask him that? Then she goes on to say that you have to actually put in the work. You can't just skip the line and expect stuff to just happen. And it's like, okay, first of all, what line? Like, who formed the line? Who's in line? Yeah. Why are we standing in the line?
And why are we making it seem like just because you were here first, somehow you have some activist laid claim?
Right. It's not a contest between Black activists. Like, if you can do it, great. Problem. Exactly. If you can do it, great. If he can do it, it doesn't matter who does it first. It doesn't matter, who does it quicker. None of those things. So what I caught on to very, quickly is that she mad, pretty much. She mad that she's been doing all of this work for all of this time. She's been trying to approach the powers that be, and she hits a brick wall. Nobody is giving her any time or attention. And then Ice Cube puts this out, and boom, people are listening, and some of his stuff gets put into Trump's plan. And then she wants to say that she took her ideas to the party, and I'm assuming she means the Democratic Party. But then in another breath, she says, we don't need to be going to the people in power. Well, who are you going to then?
It's like she said that you shouldn't go to people in power. And this dumb butt interview is up on Roland's channel right now. Roland shouldn't be so smart and so dumb. Like, I know the brother's got to be educated, right? I mean, he went to school.
He is.
School doesn't equal education. Just make sure y'all are paying attention. But Roland Martin has this dumb interview where homegirl contradicts herself and says, well, you shouldn't be trying to work with people in power because people in power, they still did stuff in the past. Then turns around and says, I took my plan to the party. Why?
Because they're the ones in power. Like,
why?
And
what for?
And then, Ice Cube was like, well, I'm not fitting to stand in nobody's line. Period.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't.
Because she was coming after him, and he was like,
she was coming after him hard.
Because basically, she's mad because he's getting shined for something that she's been working hard to do. She says she's already been working hard on.
Right.
But seeing her brings me back to something that I'll never forget. There's someone who told me the second they saw the first time they saw one of my videos, I'm a black man doing, kind of geek pop culture, news topics. The first time he saw one of my videos.
And this was a fellow black man.
This a fellow black man said the first thing he thought was, who does he think he is? He meaning me. Then seeing Alicia and her energy towards Cube, which is essentially, I'm mad because you got the platform.
What did Rick James say?
Look.
We can't say that.
Look, I'm like this. This is why we lose. This is why we lose.
Yeah.
This is why we lose. If D.L. Hughley, who's supposed to be smart, he do this all day, right? You ain't doing no stand-up. Pandemic's going on. I found out the truth with 2 link clicks. I saw he was trending. People were clowning him on Twitter. And I said, oh, well, let me Google it real quick. All I did is copy, right-click, search in Google. I didn't even have to type Ice Cube in Google.
Yeah.
Look in Google. There's a Rolling Stone article that says, nah, that ain't what happened. He wrote the thing, and Trump's just trying to act like he was chilling with Cube. Boom! It took it might have taken 60 seconds for me to figure it out. Yeah. So now you got D.L. Hughley being stupid, playing dumb. Then you got Roland Martin playing dumb. So that's 2 different demographics of black people that are being misled on top of black Twitter being stupid. Black Twitter, sometimes y'all be cool and sometimes y'all be loud and wrong. And I'm just saying, y'all was loud plus wrong, and you still is.
Yeah.
So,
and I think this is pretty much the bottom line of it. And what Ice Cube said is this. He said, look, one of them is going to be president. It's either going to be Biden or it's going to be Trump. Yeah. That's the bottom line of it. And he said, look, we have to push either one. We don't have to like either one. We don't have to support either one. But like he was saying was, as black folks, we become silent and just kind of sit dormant when the other party wins. And so for that 4 years, we just sit dormant and don't do anything. And his thing is, whoever's in office, we need to still continue to push them, to give us what it is that we need as black people. And that makes complete sense. Do we want it to be Trump? No. But it is a possibility that it will be, unfortunately. So we still have to keep pushing him if it is.
And stop competing with each other, for God's sakes. I'm so tired of it. I shout out people all the time that I don't know personally. Black Tribbles, I do Lovecraft Country reviews. So do they. Theirs is awesome. I watch it every Monday. They're sweet. I don't even know Black Tribbles personally. I've talked to them on DM. I think Lynn, the Bat Tribble, but I still rep them. I don't know them at all. For all nerds, they're dope. They're real cool. You should check them out. I know Ben. I don't know the other 2 at all. I don't know Tatiana at all. They're still dope. I'm not competing with them. I'm not trying to get something they have or some imaginary thing to fight with them over. It's tiring and frustrating. There's more. It's Double Toasted. They're black. I'm not competing with them. They make dope stuff. Go check it out. I don't know. Anybody who's black doing things, tons of cool stuff. But somehow you find this Alicia Garza chick that is clearly upset because she doesn't have the platform that Cube has, and had the nerve to say that he's jumping the line.
What line?
What line? What line? This is that same kind of mess that makes sure that we don't get nothing. This is that same mentality of like, and then the sneak attack from Roland Martin being like, well, I'm going to bring Alicia in here. I thought this was an interview with you. Who is Alicia?
Right.
Who is she? And then he's like, I want y'all to work together. Why? She just flamed me up on this interview.
Exactly. She's made
what do
it
I want
clear.
to work with her for?
Right. She's made it clear that she's trying to police his methods. So,
man, look. Here's the thing. Little Miss Chocolate said perfectly. There can only be one, just like Highlander. Here's something that I work a lot with Blurtish. Blurtish is another crew. They do podcasts. They sell comic books. They got merch, all kinds of stuff, right? Super dope. And I remember surprising Keith, because Keith and I of Blurtish talk a lot. And I remember telling him, like, yo, I'm not interested in being the number one black whatever. I'm not interested. I just want to make dope stuff. Make dope stuff every day, if possible, and let it be. You know what I'm saying? Just make hotness. That's all you got to do. Just make dope stuff. Just be cool, make dope stuff, and keep dropping it. That's it. That's my plan. If y'all want the Nerd Soul master plan, here's the master plan. Drop heat every day. That's it. I'm not out here trying to tell somebody they jumping some line or so. And I'm looking at this woman and I'm like, this is why we lose. This is why we lose. Because Ice Cube, who's trying to do something positive, somehow, unbeknownst to him, has some woman who's all angry with him. And you know how, and this be for real. There's somebody mad at you and you ain't got no idea. Yeah. Ice Cube living his life.
And I'm going to tell you this.
Ice Cube just chilling. She mad at him about jumping some line.
Yeah.
And he's like, yo, woman,
and I'm going to tell you this because I saw it from a different, kind of a different point of view too, that I brought up to you, is that why is this black woman coming at this black man in this way? It just bothered me. You know, she was talking down to him, which is another thing I didn't like. She was talking down to him, and I felt like she was being disrespectful. And she was talking to him like he was some random white man, you know, which was just, it was really weird.
Like, you don't know me
and
like
it's
that.
like you have this brother who has taken the initiative to do this, right? And it's almost like she was insulted that he was trying to take some sort of leadership. And it's like, you know, black women sometimes complain about black men not taking lead and we got to do this and we got to do that. But in this case, you have a black man that's taking lead, you know, taking the initiative, and you want to try to embarrass him and insult him, you know, on television for no reason.
It's because she doesn't care about black liberation. She cares about the spotlight. And she's not honest enough with herself to say it. Or she said it to herself, but oh, by golly, she can't say it on TV, because if you say it on TV, you look like exactly what you are, a fame and attention whore. You ain't out here trying to help people, because if you was out here trying to help people, you'd be like, oh snap, Ice Cube, go get him.
Yeah. By any means necessary.
Why would I? I just told you about, okay, so, all right, For All Nerds, Blurtish, Black Tribbles, Double Toasted, Thought Crimes. You want to know why? I can't cover everything. And guess what? I don't want to cover everything because I don't like every show out there. I don't play every video game out there. And guess what? Someone else does. And then you can get into their stuff, like them, Black Girl Gamers. I don't know if Pretty Brown and Nerdy are still doing stuff. You got the Blurred Girl. You got Fantastic Frankie. I'm even listening. Nah, I won't even say that. But I'm listening to as many people as I can think of right now. You got Blurred Over. You got Head Nerds in Charge. The Nerds of Color. Is it Blurs of Color or Nerds of Color? Something like, tons of people. There's tons of stuff out there that you can check out. You want to know why? Because I'm not in competition. I just don't, I don't care that much. I care as much as making good stuff that's cool, but not in a place where I'm going to like call up, I don't know, whoever, whatchamacallit from Geeks of Color and be like, you need to get in line. You're jumping ahead of the line. I don't care that much. And I think, like I said, with Keitha Blurtish, it surprised him because I don't care as much. I don't. I want to make cool stuff. I want to have great conversations with you guys on the chat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Jay Washington and Winston Marshall. They're cool too. Shouts out to Jay Washington. He's going to be on Weakest Link whenever it starts airing. So he'll be on. So it's this crazy idea that even when people first saw it, because Blurtish, Keith was like, oh, word? Cool. And I was like, yeah, I'm not, like, I mean, yes. Do I want to make dope stuff? Do I want to expand? Do I want to grow? But I don't need to be number one. Lisa, tell the truth. I've said this. I don't need to be number one. Guess what? Is Burger King number one? but Burger King still make mad money, don't they?
Yep.
Is Wendy's number one? No, but Wendy's still make mad money, don't they? McDonald's is number one. Clearly, you can see the real estate and the amount of place they got at. But that doesn't mean that Pizza Hut ain't making money. That don't mean that Papa John's ain't making money. Domino's ain't making money. I don't need to be number one. Anywhere inside the top 10, I'm comfortable. Now I'm going to shoot for that top 10 by making dope stuff every day and hopefully it connects with y'all. But I'm never going to be out here like you need to get in line. If I had your platform, she was mad
when she
disrespectful.
said that, she really showed, you know, she really showed her behind when she said, if I had your platform, I would have gotten a lot further by now. Yeah. Oh!
It's like, so
what you mad? You mad?
You know what I'm saying? Jealousy. Slum Village told us about it a long time ago. So what we have now is a perfect example of why we won't win. Because you have people like Roland Martin and DL Hughley with huge followings that could have easily came out as soon as I did, because we covered this on Wednesday too, on Beats Vibes Life, where it's like, nah, Donald Trump is lying. He actually also lied on Dr. Fauci just last week in another ad that he made where he cut like half of Dr. Fauci's sentence to make it seem like he was like supporting Trump and everything he's done for COVID. I'm like, so why are we acting like Trump's word is gold now?
Right. You know he's a habitual liar.
Really? Dude is a habitual line stepper, son. Like, why do I have to come? Why do I, community college educated, have to come here and tell you that you wrong, Mr. DL Hughley, Mr. King of Comedy, Mr. Got Your Own Show? Come on, man. Because
this goes deeper. So we know that Trump is a liar, and we are quick to not believe him about most things. But as soon as he says something that's wrong about a black man, we believe him.
All of a sudden, it's right. It's right on point.
What is that?
Dude is righteous now. Imagine the power behind this story coming out and then DL Hughley immediately saying, this is untrue, it's fake, the Trump organization or administration is lying about this. And then Roland Martin to come out and do a whole show, not challenging him like a dummy, but coming out and saying, look, we support you, brother. Because we looked and found out they was lying on you, just like they was lying on Dr. Fauci. And guess what? We don't know what Dr. Fauci people going to do, but what we going to do is back you up.
But my thing is
that would have been great.
The thing is this, though. Roland Martin didn't take the attitude, or whatever her name is.
He let Alicia do it.
No, wait a minute. They didn't take the attitude that they believed that he worked with Trump. They took the attitude that they didn't believe that he should have even allowed Trump to have access to this information.
Yeah, that's true.
And like Ice Cube said, and like I said a minute ago, he's like, well, one of them gonna be in office. It's gonna be either Biden or Trump. And we need to push this to either one of them, because one of them is going to be president. So I don't understand. You just gonna sit here for 4 more years and not say nothing to nobody and just, hum and pray?
All right, so one tweet from Torin Walker. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, brother. I apologize if it's wrong. But he made a good point. He tweeted out, some of the same blue checks coming at Ice Cube today were falling over themselves 3 years ago to praise a movie about MLK negotiating with LBJ. Did y'all even watch it? And it's true. This whole... The civil rights movement that everybody loved to hold up as the gold standard. This is the right way to do it. Guess what? At the very crescendo, I guess you could say, of it, was Martin Luther King and LBJ negotiating out what would actually end up happening because the nation was on fire at that time. But now all of a sudden negotiating bad, right? Negotiating is bad. Or is it negotiating is bad unless you can be nostalgic about it. Like, you can't have it both ways. And it's, guys, look. And I saw, what was it, Zeus? I can't remember who said, got to keep your third eye open. I apologize who said it. Just say I said it in the chat. Now, but someone said you got to keep your third eye open. And here's the thing, sadly, the little bit of research that I did wasn't even keeping my third eye open. It was just like, oh, let me see if this is real. That won't third eye. That won't deep. I did a quick Google search and I was like, oh, Rolling Stone is talking about it. What they say on Rolling Stone? Oh, it's not true? Let me check one person. The very next link. Oh, it's not true. Ice Cube saying it's not true. Okay, cool. Then that's all I need to know. We got 2 sources saying it's not true up against Donald Trump and his people saying that they work closely with Ice Cube. Really? Really? The same Ice Cube that made America's Most Wanted and has had basically the same energy all through his career. Now all of a sudden he working with the Trump campaign. So that's what's going down. So, and if that's the case, we're not even going to do any research. We just going to jump on them. We ain't going to give them enough of a check to just look, see, just see if maybe it's not true. Really? Yo, man, look. Roland Martin made a long video and a very poignant statement about new black media, aka me and whoever else you might be watching on YouTube. It could be the Black Authority, it could be Professor Black Truth, it could be Tariq Nasheed, it could be Thought Crimes, it could be T. I can't think of her name right now. T. She's dope. She came from TikTok, but she's on YouTube. She's a cool chick. It could be, I don't know, Tasha K. It could be anyone who's in black media, covering black media from a journalistic perspective or entertainment perspective. He talked about all this stuff. You ain't been there. You ain't did this. You ain't done that. Well, you have, and you're doing a poop job of it. So what leverage do you really have on us? You had all this time. You were on CNN, not us. I went on no CNN or MSNBC, whatever he was on. You the one. You the HBCU man. You're the one that said, oh, I went down to Selma. We go down to Birmingham every year. You said that, not me. I ain't been to Birmingham, not Lowell, me. But you have. And you coming with this bull. Really? We get it enough from white folks. And we got to get it from you and your corny self? Here's the deal. He might as well, instead of fishing for clout by having him on his show, because he did the same dumb stuff whenever any black celebrity gets in trouble, you might as well just did a video with Alicia Garza talking about her thing, and that's it. But what you really needed was Ice Cube to be on the show so people would watch it and find out about Alicia Garza. The only thing is that Alicia Garza and her ugly nature and her ugly attitude actually sours me to not only her, but the claims about how great her plan is. You need to work on yourself, Roland Martin, and you need to work on yourself, Alicia Garza. Both of y'all came out whack on this interview. And I hope Ice Cube don't never work with Alicia Garza because
this is the thing, though. This is what I love, is that after all of this, at the end of it all, Ice Cube looked cool. No pun intended, but he was just like, whatever. And, so then Roland was trying to, get them to work together. He's trying to push this whole thing like he wants them to go on a date or something, which is really weird.
Look, and you're on the West Coast. You're on the West Coast.
Yeah, it's like so is a million other people.
Guess what? I'm on the West Coast. I'm in LA. Yo, Ice Cube, come over to my house. So, it don't work like that, stupid.
Yeah, so, Ice Cube said he was open. He was like, you know what? I'm always open to working with whoever. She could not just say in turn, I'm open to work with you too. No, she had to kind of like give it a little jab.
She has to make it seem.
She gave a little jab. You like
an underhanded comment.
Yeah. She made another jab once again about, putting in the work and all this kind of stuff, as if to say he hasn't put in any work.
Yeah, it's like, are you kidding me? At the time that Ice Cube was making the music he was, you got to remember, people were banning him. The FBI, whether it was NWA or after that, you had the FBI looking at him. You had them getting arrested, all kinds of stuff. People always coming after him, especially when he went to the Nation of Islam and stuff. So Ice Cube has actually been living this life. Don't front like Ice Cube. I could see if Ice Cube was if Ice Cube was like you know what? If Ice Cube was Jim Jones, all right, shouts to Jim Jones. nothing against them. But Jim Jones doesn't come to the top of your mind when you're talking about, oh, these people are actually out there working for the people that's in the streets. You know what I'm saying? The everyday working man, he's out there for them. He don't strike. So if it was Jim Jones, I could be like, maybe I see where she's coming from, acting like he ain't did nothing. But Cube has actually been doing this work either in person or in music for quite some time. So, you know what I'm saying? You can't come after him when the music that you probably marching to in your protest is something that he wrote. Get out of here. Tired of this mess.
Yeah, that whole thing was just really disturbing. The way they
Why would I have to come down here and tell you this stuff?
The way they came at him was just like, I'm tripping right now. I am tripping.
If you don't stop it. So, guys. Oh, man.
Well, you want to end with some good news?
You want to end with some good news?
We got good news.
This is why you did this. This is why I knew you did it. You did it and you did good.
Because I know what I'm doing.
You did it and you did good.
You married me for a reason, okay?
That's right. Because you do the most good. Oh, man.
Okay, so good black news, y'all.
Good black news.
Good black news. After all of that.
Got some good news to end on.
Yes. Guess what? Stevie Wonder is coming out with new music, y'all.
Yes, that's right.
Stevie Wonder releases new songs and donates chunk of proceeds to Feeding America.
Thank you. Some good news.
I mean,
we got some new Stevie to bump.
Yep.
Much love for Stevie Wonder. You know what I'm saying? I can't think of like something whack that he's done. Stevie Wonder always comes with it. So new music for your boy Stevie. That's good news. That's good black news. Oh man.
And I am going to.
I'm sorry for getting loud.
There's a link to his new song on YouTube, I believe, and I'm going to.
You gonna drop it in the chat for me?
I sure am.
All right, see, we're gonna drop it in the chat for y'all, and y'all gonna be good. So, with that said, before we get out of here, did y'all check the Lord Jamar Tariq Nasheed interview? Word. All right. Well, look, if it's Lord Jamar, I don't know, man. I don't know how many Yanada means I can take. But we'll see, man. Lord Jamar cool. It's just Lord Jamar try to act brand new on the whole Vlad thing. Like Vlad been like this. Vlad been funny style. Like I know it just broke your world, but that's a whole other thing. I'm not mad at Lord Jamar. You're not a mean. Whatever. All right. So big shout out to everybody in the chat. Marquise Collins. Sandra Thomas, Kay Smith, Fatima Ali, love that name. VV in the house. Let's see, Kibi23. Shouts out also Patreon supporter. What up? I don't know if Panda was in here, but shouts out to Panda. Shouts out to Little Miss Chocolate, Scott Gray. Let's see who else we had up in here. Jenna James. Let's see. Muhammad Saeed. And I think I got Alika Spain, and that might be all that I can think of. That might be Zias came through. So what's up, Zias? Fox 2 Socks. It's been a while since I've seen you, Fox 2 Socks. What's been up? You've been lurking. All right. Let's see. Rashid came through. Let's see. I think that might be it. Tay 1990. So if I missed you, I apologize. It's not on purpose. But we are here to have a good time. I'm glad y'all made it another Friday. Some people didn't. And thank God y'all are here. So y'all beautiful sunshiny faces. Before we get out of here, Lisa, say peace.
Bye, y'all.
And check out, of course, on the channel right now, Black Together, A Walk in Her Shoes. It's black women doing dope stuff, man. I'm glad there's an opportunity to put it out because I've been down for it for a while. So, new podcast for y'all. So y'all can check that out. Of course, NERD, SOUL, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all them places. YouTube's the hub. So hit that thumbs up. Please, if you like what you're seeing, hit that thumbs down if you don't. But if you hit that thumbs down, I'm going to send Roland Martin after you. And all it's going to be is just a whole bunch of hateration. All right? It's going to be that kind of like light spritz juice, whatever he got in hateration. That's all it's going to be. You see, I don't have to worry about that little thin spot because I just balled it all up. See, but he trying to keep it. Don't try to hold on to it. Just shave it. Just get rid of it. So just get it. Get out of here. So podcast if you rather listen, and also Spotify for that music. We're gonna leave y'all with Arcatron, ARCKATRON.com. The Space Bridge is in stores. I got a new song coming out with him very, very soon. And from us to you, we thank y'all for watching. And of course, peace. And a woo for you. And a woo for you. And a woo for you. And you know what? We thought this was going to be short. And it actually been the regular time. Y'all let us know if y'all like this regular time. Regular time, because short shows, y'all be like, all right, but regular time, I think y'all be liking it. Nah, it's not gonna be short. Once I got on that Roland boy, Roland Martin is just, it's something. It's just Roland. Something about him that just at first I was good at just ignoring him. Anyway, guys, we gone. We love all y'all. From us to you, peace. Oh man, woo for y'all.